Hi craft friends, this is Jenny with LakeshoreStamping.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and thanks for stopping by. Today I want to share with you how I created this background look on this card. I received the inspiration for this card from our Stampin' Success magazine, which as a demonstrator we get every other month in the mail. It always comes with some great ideas. So I used the basic same layout. I just changed quite a bit of different things on this card, but I also got the Techique idea from this, even though I've used it, but it hasn't been a while. So let's get started on how to create this look. First of all, you're going to start with an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of crumb cake cardstock, and you're going to fold it in half for your card. You're going to take your crumb cake classic Stampin' pad, and I am using our firm foam pads. So if you have one of the older felt pads, you're going to get a different look than you will with our firm foam pads. So you're going to start with starting off the paper and dragging it across. Now I've done this technique a few times and I just had to re-ink my ink pad so it's extra juicy. So if your ink pad's a little bit drier, you are going to get a little bit of a different look. And I'm not going to say it's going to be a bad look because here's a sample and I really like it, but it'll never be the same and it'll always be different, but you'll get a different look. So that's basically all you do. You just keep dragging it until you get the look that you want, and if it's too much you start again. But I will tell you, this looks very wet, and this has been sitting out for overnight. I did it last night, so it will dry and it will lighten up a little bit compared to this one. And this one I just did probably 20 minutes ago, and you can see that it's already dried. So that's the fun thing, and you can use different colors. I really like the crumb cake the best. I've tried some different colors, and this is my favorite. For fall, I think it's going to be a great technique because I think it kind of looks like the wood grain or like a tree trunk. So let me show you a little bit more on this card. This early espresso circle is cut out using our Circle Collections framelits. Very vanilla piece is cut out using our Deco label framelits, and then it is paper pierced along the edges with a paper piercing tool. I'm going to skip the leaf for a minute and come back to that. This Gratitude is stamped in early espresso ink using our Fabulous Phrases stamp set, which is one of my favorite. And this is one of our Regal's designer buttons, the larger size in Cajun Craze, tied with some linen thread. Pretty simple. I have popped them up with some dimensionals to give it a little bit more dimension, but I'm really liking this card. Let me show you how I created this look on this leaf. So I took the Magnificent Maple stamp set, and it only comes in wood. It's a single stamp, and I inked it up in Cajun Craze ink. Then I took our early espresso marker and used the brush end, and the first thing I did was I colored in the stem. Then I took just the side kind of my marker, not the tip, and went around the edges of the leaf with that early espresso. And I'm just hitting the edges and trying to stay away from everything else. I'm going to huff on it, and then I'm going to stamp it. And you'll see that that was a neat way to get a two-tone look on this stamp set. The Cajun Craze is in the center, and then the stem and around the edges of the leaves kind of have that burnt look, kind of, I guess you could say, from the early espresso marker. So I just want to share with you one little extra tip and technique on how I created this card. Thanks so much for stopping by LakeshoreStamping.com, and I'll see you next time.